Hey, comic book community, Longbox Love Affair here. I have 40 comic books that I bought for $40. And these were on the back of someone's truck. It was raining out, so thankfully the hatchback hood went up so I could peruse through the long boxes in someone's truck. This is what you do during pandemic times. You hunt where you can. Stores are open, stores are not open, but people are looking to sell and make deals. So I'm going to quickly go through these 40 books. They're mostly Marvel. There's a couple of independents, at least one, but there's some good books here. So Web of Spider-Man 69, got a Hulk versus Spidey, got Mary Jane going on. This is a book that I had as a kid. And I don't think it's in my collection anymore, so I was glad to bring it back. Web of Spider-Man 38, Hobgoblin, cool Hobgoblin cover. These Web of Spider-Man books, I wasn't a big Web of Spider-Man collector, but there's definitely some very cool images, very cool covers. And I should say most of these books are in very fine plastinierment condition, so I was pretty happy with that, especially since most of them were unbagged, so I had to do some bagging and boarding. Longshot number 2. Anytime you can find this series for cheap, especially for a buck, I pick it up. A nice white cover that has a little bit of tanning. Longshot number 4. She-Hulk, Spidey in there. Longshot number 5. And this is the series that introduced Longshot, and it introduced Mojo. These aren't the first appearances, but they are early appearances. And Spiral, Longshot number 6, the final issue of that miniseries. Art Adams, one of the series that really brought Art Adams to the forefront. I was surprised to find this. It's in probably VF condition. Secret War number 2. This is the first appearance of Quake, I believe, the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. character, Daisy. I can't remember her last name, but a cool embossed Wolverine cover. You all know me. Anytime I find some Rob Liefeld goodness, and this is New Mutants 85. This is not the money book, but it is a cool Rob Liefeld cover. Got Marvel Age 74. This is a Moon Knight. I think this is the precursor to the Moon Knight series. So sometimes these Marvel Age books are good ones to pick up. Marvel Age 86, and this is a John Byrne Spidey issue. Well, not just Spidey, but a bunch of the Marvel Universe. You got Guardians of the Galaxy, you got Ghost Rider, you got New Warriors, you got RoboCop. The best of the 90s, the early 90s. Marvel Age 38, a very nice looking He-Man cover. He-Man in the Marvel Universe, so I always pick that up. There were a bunch of these Marvel Comic Presents, so I only picked up a few, maybe just one. Marvel Comic Presents 70, Rob Liefeld Wolverine, and Ghost Rider cover. Marvel Age 25, an early Rocket Raccoon appearance. I believe this is his third appearance, possibly, in comics. Marvel Age 89, a New Warriors preview. You see, it's hard to look at Nova in his brown outfit. He usually had a blue outfit, I believe, blue and yellow. So it's kind of cool to see this, if New Warriors ever happens. There were a bunch of Jim Lee issues of Alpha Flight, so I picked those up. I love this cover. Alpha Flight 62. This is early Jim Lee. This is even pre-X-Men, because we all know Alpha Flight, well, a decent team is sort of B or C list. So he was given this assignment, and then I think eventually made his way. So that's a cool Purple Man cover. Alpha Flight 59. Got Puck on the cover there. Classic Jim Lee, Alpha Flight 57. These are in no particular order. 67, 60, 64, and it's interesting to look at these books and to see similarities in the styles, to see the evolution of Jim Lee's style. This one definitely at 88, so we got Wolverine on the cover. He did, this is essentially his cover for a Wolverine issue that just got supplanted onto the cover here. but Jim Lee cover there. 89, got some Wolverine. This might have been post X-Men number one, I believe. I'd have to double check the dates. Let's see, we got Incredible Hulk 456. He becomes a horseman of the apocalypse. War, I think, is the character. Yep, War. He became that horseman, which is essentially what Archangel was, if I'm mistaken. No, Archangel was Death. Oh gosh, there's only four, right? Web of Spider-Man 47, another Hobgoblin cover. West Coast Avengers 57. Got the Dark Scarlet Witch. These books heated up when House of M was happening and Avengers Disassembled, because that persona came back. Avengers West Coast 94. I believe this is the first time War Machine is called War Machine, although it happens to be about a year or less after his first appearance. But this book does have some collectability out there, and I got 95 as well, which is the second time he's called War Machine, I believe. Got some Darkhawk on that. Avengers 56. This was the money book during Avengers Disassembled. Not so much anymore. You can find it in dollar bins everywhere. I always pick this one up whenever I find it. West Coast Avengers 46. The first appearance of the Great Lakes Avengers, right? Yep. Flatman, is it Big Bertha? A bunch of characters that have gone nowhere, but there is some demand for this book in the collecting community. Just for fun, I picked up Hawkeye number 1. Is this a limited series? Yep. So, number 1 issue, why not? I picked up 2 copies of New Mutants 100, first appearance of X-Force, and this is the first print, as you can tell by the purple cover. And it is also the last page where you get a look at Strife's face, which is a sheer image of Cable. Mighty Thor 38. I only picked this up because of the cover. I'm a big BWS fan, Barry Windsor Smith. He's an artist that I've always loved and appreciated, even in the late 80s and early 90s. With his work. I guess I didn't start collecting to the early 90s, but became familiar with his work on X-Men, and I guess he did some Thor. He definitely did some Valiant. Mighty Thor 33, Thor Girl. I picked this up just because there was some talk a while back about this character. It is not Jane Foster, to the best of my understanding, and if Jane Foster is in the movies, this is not in play, but not sure that if this is something that people want to spec on or not. And it's a cool Kubert cover. Love Thanos, obviously, so Thor 21, Thanos appearance, the Magog, and then Thor 22, more Thanos. Zombies versus Robots, an IDW book. I feel like these are hard to find. I'm not sure. I haven't done the research, but I've never seen them in the wild. I've heard about the series, but for $1, why not? Also for $1, Spectacular Spider-Man 158. This is where he goes cosmic. Frankly, I was looking through this book again. I read it years ago, but looking through it, and I was like, well, it's less miraculous than I would expect on how he became cosmic. But he gets I think it's the Uniforce. And last but not least, there were 2 copies of Spider-Man India, and this is the first appearance of the Indian Spider-Man. So possibly some play with the Spider-Verse movie if they bring this character into the fold. And there was definitely this character in the Spider-Verse storylines that they had. I can't remember when he appeared in those, but definitely did. So that's my haul. Quick 40 books for $40. I feel like there were more books I picked up, but I can't locate them. So maybe I already filed them away or not. I'm doing a whole big cleanup of comics that I haven't shown on my channel yet. So thank you for watching, everybody. Keep collecting, keep pushing forward. And if you're new to my channel, subscribe, like by pressing the thumbs up, and check out some of my other videos. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.